I've given the label this morning to energetic connections.
We have lots of those.
Yeah, we could call them energetic attachments as well.
So what are we going to create today?
Oh, it's a blank space to create, energetically create whatever we intend, which is a great positioning question. What am I going to create today? And in that, I just, it goes too big. And it's like, we can just bring it into what are we going to create for the next 15 minutes? The next hour? And then the next 24? However it works. I can just feel as I stretch it. Yeah. The tension changes. Doesn't mean anything other than specifically for me. Just how I'm connected energetically to it. So, what are we going to create today? Mine is an openness that's starting with anticipation. Of open potential, the possibilities. So my household is anticipating today. That is my family's energy. We're one of them today. And what is it anticipating? It's anticipating if and or where Troy will travel for international competition.
Wow, so he made the team.
Yeah, he's on the team now. Now they find out how are they going to put the teams together for the 4 international events they have.
Congratulations.
He's number out of 16, he's third.
Whoa. So the last meet paid really off with his video.
Yeah, when they rated it, when they scored it, so they put him third out of everyone's videos. So that's what they did. They rejudged everyone's videos and then scored them. So
Wow.
placed him at third.
And that's
Oh,
out
he
of
was,
all the gymnasts in America.
yeah, yeah.
Whoa.
So he finds out today if and where he might go. So there's anticipation and putting together where people want to go. Specifically, where does mom want to go?
Yeah. What would be nice to have a, where would be nice to have a holiday?
Hmm. So I'm going to create that. I'm just going to be a proud, supportive, whatever happens, unattached to the outcome, as if it is will be. I put faith and trust right into their decision that they know what is best. So that is what I'll be open to. Because it's a long journey remaining.
And I dare say a very exciting one too, huh?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it makes me appreciate what people go through, right? Of that level, of that caliber, that are on that platform as they prepare for the, what they, they're in a sense preparing for the Olympics. The seniors, which are out of high school kids, So just an appreciation for the athletic commitment to that sport. And not only gymnastics, but just to the Olympic athletes. Which is creation just in a specific domain.
Yeah, it is self-mastery on a high level within with your body.
So what are you choosing to create?
I've been in a flow for a while, just flowing with whatever comes around, not trying to attach to anything.
Great, thank you. I hear flowing. So open, flowing.
I've been choosing consciously to create a deeper connection to my heart because it's just a beautiful place to be.
Mm.
And when I'm in my heart, it's just, yeah, I just love it. I love being in my heart. So I've been deepening the connection with my heart and my higher self as well.
The ultimate mastery of control, but not in a way that the world has taught us control, but in true control, mastery, control of our responses so that we can fill that space with choice and intention and authentic truth of our authentic self. Authentic truth. Thank you, Ian.
Morning, Alison.
Good afternoon.
Morning,
Hi.
Alison.
Good morning, everybody.
Hi, Allison.
Well, welcome, Allison.
I just
Just we've sitting in, reflecting on, and choosing. What do we choose to create? What do we choose to create today in our space here for our days, for our day space?
thank you. My word this morning was possibilities.
The energetic connections of that word through all of our space, through all of our choices,
Mm.
the ripples of possibilities. ties nicely with open anticipation.
Mm.
Authentic truth. Deep connections with ourself. Flow. Flowing and unattached. Let's say that's our inventory of what we've created so far today.
That's beautiful. Good work.
In our energetic connection. Our energetic exchange, interaction.
I've got to go now, but have a beautiful day, everyone. Much love.
Have a blessed
Bye-bye,
day.
Ian.
Hey, you too, Ian. Have a good day.
Thanks, Ian.
Yesterday, I watched a video and she was talking about, I guess for me, like a different way of learning compassion. And then she was like, imagine you're in high school and then someone's beating you up. And then, so you learn compassion that way because now you know how it feels. And so you won't do it to others. And it was really like, whoa, okay. So today I decided I'm going to teach people compassion.
Mm.
So I guess you have to beat people up and they'll learn compassion.
Yeah, that's when you stop hitting them.
Eh?
That's when you stop hitting them, then you're showing them compassion.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Understanding.
Yeah. You learn it now? You want more compassion? But I didn't see compassion that way. That's the thing.
Mm.
I always thought like compassion is like, oh, like when you see it on others.
Mm.
But who sees compassion that way? When they get really hurt. So their ego is really hurt. That's what it is. And they're like, oh my God, I cannot do this to anybody else because it freaking hurt.
Mm.
No, instead, like we do it on others. But nobody learns compassion this way, right? Well, some people, I guess, but most people won't. But now I will. It doesn't have to be beating up, but like it can be like teasing, it can be like bullying, anything like that, right?
What that brings to mind for me, Pascal, is that the stumbling block becomes the stepping stone. So the stumbling block of being beaten up becomes a stepping stone to exercising compassion for others.
And for oneself.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Yeah. And the other thing I learned is actually from a dream nightmare. I was talking to my brother actually, and then like I was discussing like subtle energy, chakras, like everything I kind of know and that I want to share to kind of open them up. And I learned not to go there, and yeah, it was a huge fight in my dream.
Mm.
So it's kind of like, and I was trying to like force it on him.
Mm.
Then I woke up, I was like, no, 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 no. Not the right way. you know? Everybody had like learn at their own pace.
Yeah, and everybody's filters are at a different place, a different level of openness or closedness.
Mm-hmm. And it's okay, you know? I think it's because it's the attachment that's kind of in the way, right? So because I'm attached to my brother, like love him dearly and stuff, but like I don't want him to go down this path. But if I love him like so much, I will let him do whatever he wants to do.
Mm.
Yeah, everybody needs to make their own experiences with it.
Yeah.
You know, Pascal, it makes me think of my brothers. I've got 3 brothers. And I'm the only one that, well, no, my oldest brother has done a lot, actually. Sorry. But the other 2 don't speak language around spiritual work at all.
Mm.
But they are the kindest people that I know in life. And the way in which they choose to be with life is really beautiful. And I can remember, you know, when I was in my early 20s and starting with all this stuff, like I was so excited about it, right? And I really wanted them to find out about it and know about it. And they would just patiently sit listening to, because they're quite a bit older than me. Whenever I, had opportunity to be with him, because we was kind of scattered by that point. And when I got into my 30s, I can remember around about my 30th birthday, thinking about everything. And I thought to myself, they're not the ones that need this. I'm the one that needs it. So that's what your story brought up for me.
Mm. It's like they know without learning it.
Yeah. And also, the other things that they engage with in life are things that have been important for me. I mean, it doesn't always work like that, but yeah. There's a yoga quote that I used for my thesis, the beginning of my thesis, when I did my master's, and it goes like this: he who thinks he knows best for another is a dangerous man.
In short, all politicians.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I think that's why I really appreciate the work that Jesse developed and that we practice here. Because even though we've got a similar trajectory and a similar languaging, there's no insistence. It's a choice of which direction you want to take the space into, even just being in the space. What direction do you want to go with it?
Yeah, none of us have any answers. It's just suggestions of how you could do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's like the perspective, right? A different perspective for compassion.
Mm.
Which wasn't in my growing up, because my compassion was, well, if I got beat up, then I just passed it down, passed it along. That was compassion.
Yeah.
It was just passing the anger down. Yeah. It's like, oh, you did it to me, I'll do it to you.
Mm.
And
That's how automatic.
Funny, they
Right.
call it disciplining.
Oh God, yes.
Yeah. And then you got that whole different role, right? Then you've got different roles, fulfillment of compassion.
Mm.
My dad would say, you know, this hurts me more than it hurts you.
Oh God, yeah.
So that's why you're using the belt, huh?
Exactly. Yep. Yep. So I showed him one time, I put books there, and yeah, that worked out well.
Oh, Nick.
He didn't use the belt, he used his hand that time. So we got a laugh. I did anyway.
I got anyway. We got a laugh. I got, yeah, that's a good one.
But you know, that is compassion is the version of seeing and understanding that phrase as well.
Mm.
It takes all different flavors of it. That's what's beautiful about the words. They're all different flavors. And when we can look at people with compassion, we're not looking at them as judging them. And that's completely different perspectives.
Mm.
completely different spaces of possibilities between those two. Both positive and negative. Arguments for both. That's not what I concern myself with. But just to be aware of them all.
What I'm also thinking about now is that when we start off from a position of compassion, and this might be already what you said, Jesse, sorry, but it's that openness, right, that makes it so valuable. And it's a creative structure to be in. I find that's useful in my thinking when I'm working and I'm listening to the expression of what somebody is going through. And for myself, if I can identify where there's space, where they're giving themselves space and where they're closing it off. And that's where choice comes in, right? If we notice that for ourselves, where are we spinning our wheels in the mud? And usually that is like, when Heinz talked about or pointed out that compassion has to start with us. If we're in an open space for ourselves, we're way more likely to be able to hold that space with somebody else. Sounds so simple. And in truth it is.
The best awareness comes from having the experience oneself and become self-aware of. Then you can share that awareness with others.
Mm. Mm. I was so excited yesterday, but with it's a session where I'd introduced some of the concepts that we work with this one client, but she hasn't, we haven't worked for long together at all. And at the end of the session, she said to me that she said, awareness is so powerful, isn't it? And that was like when I introduce it to people, what I start with is just awareness, that's, just so that they start noticing when they feel constricted and when they feel that they're giving themselves space. And it was interesting for me because when she said it, I felt this open expansion, and it felt like there would be many possibilities, many more possibilities.
That energetic connection, right? It's a space between connecting to limited or connected to open, expanding. It's in our words, it's in our phrases, it's how we use our words, it's reflected there. And the truth of the words, so words that are at a depth, because there's shallow, that where we don't, shallow that we're conditioned with, conditioned to put on, conditioned to interact. And compassion, like what a great word it is. The more I explore it, compassion for ourselves first, so that then we can have compassion for others' points of view, perspectives. Because it's like what a compassion is, that we are all whole. Complete. Just as we are.
Yeah, that's hard for the ego.
Yeah. It's hard for the ego. It's in a structure, right? That, we've got to stand out, we've got to be different, we have to be more valuable, we have to We have to know more than someone else. We have to get an A on our test, on our grade, on our school, and all, just in that whole competitive nature of our society.
Mhm.
It doesn't mean we're all the same. We're all equal as much as we think or want to be. We all have my second level then is we all have our genius.
And value.
Yeah, our greatness, our perspective, our view of life. Who am I to judge yours? And who are you to judge mine?
Yeah, it's like if you have a hockey team and then like you have a good goalie and then you're good forward, well, you won't be like, oh, you're so bad of a forward, Like that's his place, He's good at like saving goals. And the other one is good at scoring. Like,
Yeah.
but yeah, we all judging each other, be like, oh wow, you could do better, you could do this, you could do that. How do you know? Are you that person, right?
Yeah.
So I want to circle back on compassion, and then like what I got from it is like most people learn it like by looking out. And now it was an example of looking in. And it's really like when we say, oh, I learned compassion, then we're done, right? Like there's no more learning. We're just like, we shut up the door. But then like, I was like, oh, let's see what she has to say about compassion, right? Because I've got my own definition. So yeah, so we need to look so kind of like as above, so below.
Like music,
Same type.
it's your own combination of the notes.
Yeah, it's your own song. Nice one, Hans.
Just because you know all the notes doesn't mean you can play music.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and uniqueness is a strength, actually. But it's
Yep.
not respected in a society where we want everybody to be the same.
Because nobody wants the new perspective you have.
Yeah, we define what normal is and then despise anyone who's not.
Happy I'm not normal.
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody's normal.
It's funny when people say, oh, you have an accent. Well, everybody has an accent.
Right. And we have people that say, oh, I'm normal and everyone else should be normal like me. And then we have others that say, I'm not normal.
And still
I don't want
everybody
to be like everyone else. It's like, oh, we have the uniqueness is having both. being compassionate and understanding about both.
Mm.
Funny story that I'll end on is it was like the moment of compassion that was big for me. It was like it rattled, it shifted. It was when I had to change when I was changing diapers.
Ooh, I know a little bit about it.
Yeah, it's like,
Just a little.
you know,
Just a little.
right? So you go through your teens, your 20s, right? And now you've got you're changing someone else's diapers. It's like, because I couldn't do that for myself. And that was humbling, like to remember that, to be like, someone had to do that for me.
Hmm. Hmm.
Wow, that was a whole different view of it, right? It's like, what do we do for those that we love, you know?
Hmm.
And a child, it's nothing to a child. Right? You know, 30 years to realize, to see that, like, whoa, wow, I was a child at one time. Someone had to change my diapers. I needed that. And that was that's tough on the ego. Could be.
Mhm.
But it was, a place of appreciation, of connection,
Mm.
of gratitude, of like, wow, someone really cared enough to do that for me. And I care enough to do that today.
Hmm.
Fascinating.
Yeah. Well, it's like I appreciate so much more when he wasn't moving much. When I changed the diaper.
Oh, you
Now
selfish
it's
bastard.
like-
You selfish.
Now it's like, holy, does he ever flip? You know?
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on. Like, I'm just changing your diaper, buddy. You know?
He wants to get out of there.
Yeah. It's like, what are
Hasn't
you
got
putting
time
on
for
me
that.
again?
Exactly. Let me be free. Jeez. Constraining him up. I don't know why you have to put him in a diaper.
Yeah. I'll call you when he does the little one, right?
I've been
Right.
called. Thank you. That's why I make it. That's why I can stab at you.
Whoops. Oh, that's why you need a diaper.
Happy Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day, Dad.
Yeah. But it's like I don't know why I'm echo. Oh, I'm good.
That's better.
When we were in South Korea, we ran out of diapers. So we bought some there. And like same company, but for some reason they do it so differently. I guess the baby don't have as much poop or something. Because like they're so thin and not as wide, so they don't hold very good. And yeah, we had some surprise there. You know? So yeah. But yeah, I don't know what it is with like him moving so much when I'm changing diaper now. It's yeah.
He's got to get on with things, Pascal. He's too
And then
busy.
you're like, okay, you don't want a diaper? I won't put a diaper. Yeah, sure, but Dad, do whatever you want, right? And then you're like, yeah, no, we're putting a diaper. Yeah. There's not, yeah. No question.
It's all fun till you get shot in the eye.
Yeah, I didn't get that. Like,
Oh, you're
number
lucky.
one. Yeah. I mean, I've got peed on me, right? Like you I don't know why I'm echo again. Yeah, you put him in like yeah, it's time for the bath, right? And then yeah, you decide like, no, I'm just gonna do this right now. You know? So yeah. So yeah, I know
Okay,
a little
guys.
bit about diaper. Oh, just a little.
Thanks for the lovely start to my day today. Have a great one.
Yeah, you too, Alison. Is everybody left?
I'm still here.
Oh,
I'm still here.
okay. Why make go? It's not. Okay, I won't talk. I don't get it. It wasn't like that earlier, right? Seems better now. Guys, I gotta go, so have a great day.
Yeah, you have a blessed day and drive safely.
Yeah, it's snowy and cold and yeah. Thank you.
I'm gonna sign off for the day, guys.
Yeah, me too. Have a blessed day,
Yep.
all of you.
Okay, love and hugs.
Love and hugs. Bye.